What's up, y'all? Yo, I've got another juicy story that happened to me last week. As so many story that I got to tell y'all. I mean, I got them. I'm gonna be bringing them all the time. This one is probably gonna get part one, part two, and maybe part three. But this one happened last week. I'm getting up on the third floor. Y'all are going to see this. So remember on the last video, I told you that the first time I got up there, I was scared, but then I wasn't afterward. Uh, and the reason why I got scared is because I seen videos where people were uh, pouring concrete, you know, and the whole thing fell, you know. So I was a little scared at first, but on my second trial I was good. Like I wasn't scared no more. But the first time I got up there, like this time I'm getting up there, I was scared. But after that, I was cool. So that's me right here getting up there. You know, a little scared, a little shaky, but you know, after a while, it was cool. It was real cool. So there it is. They are dropping it. All that all that concrete that's coming up. See that? See how they do it? That's all that concrete coming up. I'm telling you, you want to be a part of this. Believe me, you want to be a part of this. If you are ever in Africa and you see something like this, ask them if you could be there, if you could watch. If they say yeah, I'm telling you, you don't want to miss this. This right here is fun. It's fun. Like you would love it. Seeing people doing things as a group. Man, I wish we could do this without anybody, without incentive. Like I wish we could do this just for the sake of it, or we could do it for our, for the next generation. But unfortunately, you would have to offer them food, drinks, and money in order for them to do things like what they are doing. It's unfortunate, man. But when we are ready to do things, when we are ready to get things done, man, we actually do amazing things. But it's unfortunate that people gotta give us incentive to do that, to do what's right for the next generation. So that's the background over there. I'm on the third floor, and there's concrete being dropped. You are going to see the whole thing. I mean, it's all done. I'm going to be uploading one video at a time. But one thing is for sure that you're going to see it all. So bear with me, and everything's gonna be all right. So this one story, it happened to me last week. One of my neighbor came knocking on my door. You know, I was in the shower, and I could hear her knock on my door. She's a mom. Like she's old. She could be my mom. She could be my mom. Yeah, she's that old. She's about 50, 50, 55, something like that. So she came knocking on my door, man. She's here knocking on the door. I'm like, yo, I'm in the shower. I'll see you when I get up. She's like, okay. So I'm in the shower, and like, think about it, like 3 minutes later, she's knocking. Like, I really need you to come out. I really need you. I really need you. So I'm like, all right, let me hop out the shower, and I'll be right with you. So I get out the shower, I come, she like, sit down. So I go to her porch and I sit down. She's like, I'm half dead. I'm dying. I'm half dead. I'm half dead. I'm like, why? She's like, my son, my son. I'm like, what happened to your son? She's like, my son been abducted. I'm like, uh, like, what? She like, yeah, they took my son. They took my son. I'm like, who took your son? And then she like, he had took some money from somebody, and now the person is wants their money. So they took him until the money is paid. And I'm like, yeah, I seen your son. He's a grown man. Like, I was surprised you telling me that he's been abducted when I know that he's grown. She's like, yeah, he got money the other night, and the money was on his phone. He thought it was me. It was my money. He thought I sent him the money, so he went on and spent the money. Now the people who sent the money, the mobile, because they do mobile applications out here. Like people do send people money on the phone, but apparently the person who sent the money, she mistook the number and accidentally sent the money to her son phone number. And her son could have did the right thing and took the money back uh, to the person who sent the money, but instead he spent the money. So the lady that had sent the money by mistake tracked her son down. She tracked him down, found him, grabbed him, and she was like, I'm not letting you go until I get my money. And she had people with him. So they grabbed him like, yo, uh, we need our money. Until we get our money, you ain't going nowhere. So this lady, she came at me like my son been. I'm like, well, I could take you to the police station and we could get things done from over there. She's like, nah, I don't want her dad. I don't want his dad to find out. If you could just lend me the money, I will pay him off. My son will be released, and I will be giving him money back little by little. And I'm like, first of all, I don't got that kind of money. I don't have it to give you right now. I mean, I do have the money, but I wasn't gonna give him my money because I gave her the best advice, which was to take her to the police station so she could file a claim, or she could have the police walk her and get her son, because they are not allowed to take your son hostage. It's over money. you know if anything, they could go to the police and have the police handle that. And she like, nah, I don't want his father to find out. I'm like, are you protecting your son? Is he a criminal or something? No, I just don't want him to come home from work and knowing what had happened. I'm like, anyway, like, I don't got the money to give you, but like I said, I could take you to the police station, or I could go over there and talk to them and see if your son could be let go, and you would work an arrangement plan to get them their money back. She like, yeah, but I really want you to lend me the money so I could give them their money back, and I will I could work a payment plan with you. I could give you the money every 2 weeks. I'll give you some money until I pay it all up. And I'm like, nah, I'm telling you, let's go to the police station. They're not supposed to take your kids for the money. Let's go to the police station. Let's have them handle this situation. So like, nah, I don't want their daddy to find out. I don't want his dad to find out. Man, I was so exhausted. Like, first of all, she like took me out of the. I was in the shower and she got me out of there. And now she's like, she's not agreeing with what I'm telling her. She just want me to do what she's telling me to do. So I was like, you know what? let's go over there. So we go over there, and I seen the son was sitting right there. He was sitting on the floor, and he was surrounded. And the lady, she took the money from. She was standing right there too, and she had some people with him, and they were keeping an eye on the dude. So and then we went over there. I tried talking to them. They're like, they just want their money. They don't want no trouble. All they want is their money. They get their money, and everything's gonna be all right. So I'm like, I don't know how to handle this thing. So the lady, she was like, she knows one of her relatives, and one of her relatives could give her the money. So she like, take me over there. So I get on my bike, and I take her. I take her to one of her relatives. She gets there, and her relative is like, your son is not a good kid. I already told you about this. I told you he's not a good kid. He scammed that woman. He sent her something. He tricked her into sending him the money. And I told you about your son. I told you your son was no good. Let him take him to jail. Let him sit in jail for a little bit, and he will learn. He will learn how to act better, how to do better. And she like, nah, he gotta go to school. He gotta go to school, and I don't want his dad finding out what had happened. And her relative is like, nah, would be a good lesson, because if you don't do it now, your son is gonna get worse, you know. And they tough. I'm sitting there, man. My day is being, cause I got stuff to do too. This lady is, taking over my day, and I'm looking at her like, yo, come on, man. But I can't say it though. I'm keeping it cool. Anyway, like, share, and subscribe. I will give you part two. There might be a part three, but